Good morning, collective and soul tribe. Happy Monday. All right, guys. Today is Monday, April the 13th. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. All right, guys. I will be pulling some messages for today using my tarot deck. And I'm not sure if you guys can hear the volume a little bit, but I do have some manifestations playing in the background for you guys, all right, to help, basically manifest whatever it is that you guys are trying to, manifest, or if it's something new that you're trying to get into your life. Hopefully the sound that's playing in the background will help, minus the truck being noisy in the background, okay? But yeah, let's jump right into it, okay, guys? Another thing before I jump into the video, you guys can skip this part if you want. This could be confirmation for somebody when it comes to, I guess, age and time, okay? I saw a video this morning where a creator had posted something about, well, if you're a masculine and you're in your 30s and you don't live on your own and you don't do this and you don't do that and blah, 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 that means you're not this and you're not that. And I don't know if somebody has been seeing videos like that lately, whether you're masculine or feminine. Just know that your path is based on your path, okay? Circumstances are not an excuse, but it does play a role, okay, guys? And being realistic and being practical is also another thing. Yes, we all have goals, we all have dreams, but we are also practical and we are also reliable in that sense, right? So if there is a video that you guys are seeing out there where it talks about, people being in certain age groups, like, when you're in your 20s, you're supposed to be like this, please ignore videos like that. Those are the kind of videos that want you to feel fear, okay? They want you to feel fear. They want you to feel like, your life is not in order. They want you to feel like that, even if you're on the right path and even if you're taking your time doing it based on the resources that you have, okay? I really love when people make it seem as if because things worked out for them, okay, in their journey a particular way, means that everybody's supposed to get the same type of, results. No. Sometimes you may get the same results, but there's different ways to get to that result. And I don't like videos like that. I'm just going to be honest with you. I hate videos like that because there are people out there that are going through a lot of things and trying, okay, with the resources that they have, not making an excuse, but trying the best that they can with what they have, okay? And a lot of times people don't realize that sometimes when you have family, when you have friends, when you have people around you who support, okay, it doesn't come easy, but if you have that, of course it's easier for you to get whatever you want when you have people supporting you and backing you up. Okay, so there's something about humility, something to do with judgment, something to do with dealing with people who are very quick to judge, but they're never quick to put themselves in that person's shoes, okay? Like they can understand themselves and their circumstance and say, wow, well, it worked for me. How come, what are you doing wrong? You know what I mean? Ignore people like that. Okay, collective, I'm going to get started now, but I thought I would share that message just in case somebody is feeling that way or seeing messages like that. Ignore people like that, okay? No offense, but usually those people who are quick to judge, either they have a lot of people that they know, so it's easier for them to just ask for whatever they want in life. They don't have to work hard, okay, for certain things. And a lot of times people don't realize that entrepreneurship is spiritual. It is spiritual. You connecting to what matters to your soul and heart, that is spiritual. So I think I would rather do something that's spiritual to me than trying to figure out whether people like me or not, because why? Maybe I don't have kids at a certain age, or maybe I'm not married at a certain age, or maybe I don't have the biggest house. Yeah, those kind of people, ignore them, guys, okay? Ignore those people, because at the same time, a lot of people don't also realize this, but when you're married and you have a spouse and you have somebody who's willing to take care of you versus somebody who either had kids and never had that same support, but still managed to do everything on their own without that help. Don't get me wrong, having strength is sometimes tiring, but boy, does it feel good when you can do things on your own without having to ask anybody for help, okay? Not to say that you guys don't ask for help, but it's just the whole idea where people are trying to make it look as if it's a problem if you're not on the same path as them. No wonder everybody's so stressed. No wonder everybody's going crazy because everybody's thinking that they need to do everything at a specific time frame. Like, no wonder. Ignore those people, you guys, okay? And it's always people that are of the same religion or same culture of you who are trying to push a narrative on you. What if you're somebody who doesn't want kids and doesn't want to get married? Then what? You know, so let's see what messages come out, guys. I'm just going to jump right into it and see what you might need to know, because there's something about that message that could be very specific. Four of Wands, guys. There's something about community when it comes to your relationships. This could be homes, reunions, okay, gatherings, stability, etc. But there's something about you being able to like celebrate your accomplishments, okay? Whatever these accomplishments are, these could be accomplishments that you guys are celebrating with your loved ones. Like I said, there's something about not listening to outside noise. Okay, guys, following your path, not listening to outside noise, okay, following what matters to you, okay? For some of you guys, when it comes to you celebrating, there could be something that you could have celebrated, okay? But there is something about 4 days, okay? 4 days could be significant, 4 weeks. But the number 4, when it comes to 4th house, there's something about that when it comes to like your emotions, something to do with your emotions and also you nurturing yourself. Some of you guys could have dealt with situations when it comes to matters of the heart and love where with Aries energy, maybe you're very direct and maybe there is something about you wanting somebody who is the same as you when it comes to communication and love and attraction. Okay, having that fire for life, right? Not dealing with people where, you know, you may have a fire for life, but then it feels like other people are just, you know, like whatever, right? So take what resonates with that with the number 4. Okay, 4th house is very significant. You may have Venus in Aries for some of you. If that's not the case, for some of you guys, when it comes to Venus energy, there's something about charm also. So there's something about your charm. Okay, romance could be significant, like I said, what you're attracting and also what you love to do. So even when it comes to passion and pleasure and things you love to do, that is also significant with Venus energy. Okay, so there's something about you being very direct or you just taking action and leadership. Okay, so yeah, there's something about Page of Wands energy, okay? You could have Page of Wands energy as well. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is about your creativity. Some of you guys are embracing something new when it comes to like an opportunity or just seeking new adventures, okay? Your energy could be fresh. It could be brand new. It could feel more alive, especially with, you know, the weather, okay? Weather does play a role or does affect us in different ways. So even that could be significant too, where you guys could be dealing with certain things when it comes to you just embracing life, okay? Even if life is lifing or things are not going the way that you would like it to go, or, you know, the way that maybe you had planned it to go, there's something about still being able to move forward with the Tower energy with number 16. Okay, 1 and 6 equals 7. This is about you embracing something new. Okay, this could be change. Okay, even if it is upheaval, you're still embracing that change. Okay, with the number 16. Now, Mars energy is also significant too. You guys are taking action. Okay, now whatever it is that you guys are taking action about, this could be about connections when it comes to partnerships. So this could be close and personal partnerships, romantic, business, okay, anything like that. But there's something about receiving justice, or justice could be significant, but you guys are moving through some type of transformation. Okay, Crown energy could be very significant about what you can do. Okay, so if you guys were trying to motivate yourself to kind of say, I can move forward, I can do this, I can. There's something about that energy where, you know, that could be changing at this time with the number 16. Okay, so take what resonates with that. Even when it comes to spiritual lessons, you guys are, you know, the Tower. You guys are the Tower. You guys are learning lessons through challenges. Okay, breakthroughs are very significant as well. But there is something about spiritual lessons as well for some of you guys that resonate with this. Okay, so let's see what else shows shows up. Okay. So when it comes to the Magician, right? This card flipped upside down. I don't like reading cards upside down really, but there could be something about the Magician energy where there's something about wasted talent. Okay, now take what resonates with that, okay? Communication could be very significant when it comes to power and manifestations. So this could be about your skills and abilities. The fact that it came up upside down, there's something about communication where you could be receiving some type of communication about something you know. Okay, so there's something that you know when it comes to sudden change. There's something about you communicating that you are wanting to move away from the illusions. Like I said, when it comes to breaking the illusions, okay, I did say something about that energy. You guys could have resonated with that with the number 16, okay? So there is something about you guys when it comes to breaking the illusions and stepping into your own power. Communication is very, very big. Okay, there's something heavy about communication, right? Something to do with you when it comes to communication, being able to walk away. So even if you felt like you were in a situation where, even if it was community, homes, or just people around you that you thought that you could, build with or come together with the number 8. 8 talks about death and transformations. Okay, I mean, it's not the only thing, but there is something about even corporate monies, right? And joint ventures. Like, intimacy is also significant because Saturn talks about discipline and things that, we are wanting to take responsibility about. So you could be walking away. Like, you could have been the person that was the Magician, right? Dealing with people who are trying to manipulate situations, okay, be very trickery, cunning, okay, illusions, even deceptions. It's like, you could have dealt with situations where you are aware, you know what you know, you see what you see, and you could have people that are just stuck in these illusions. Or, you know how we like to say Delulu is the Salulu, jokingly, right? But there are really people out there who feel like every situation should be Delulu, and that is not the Salulu, okay? Sometimes you have to be realistic. Sometimes you have to be practical. Yes, we do manifest. Yes, we do talk about our dreams and things like that, but it's almost like asking somebody for help, but not going out of your way to put that work in to get that help. You know what I'm saying? So you guys are walking away from something. We have Queen of Swords energy. Okay, like I said, you guys are walking away with your integrity. You could be someone that's very honest. Whether you have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius placements, you are somebody who's very honest with the number 4. Like I said, you could be dealing with people when it comes to family, roots, friends, okay, things like that. Even when it comes to dealing with family, there's something about releasing that too, where, again, you could be dealing with situations where you can check up on people and just ask how people are doing, but you're not nosy, you're not prying, and you could have picked up on something that you could have seen or saw or overheard or whatever the case is. There's something about reading between the lines where you can ask somebody about something, but it's not that feeling where the person may feel like, oh, this person is being a monitoring spirit. There's a difference between you asking somebody something and being concerned and being a friend, or being a family member or friend or whatever the case is, and trying to get information from other people about you. But when you go out your way to approach whatever this individual or group or whatever it is, it's like this energy doesn't want to deal with you, basically. Okay, so it's something about that. Like, you will put yourself out there, but it's like people are too scared to approach you or come near you or whatever the case is. But let it be another friend or a family member who knows of you, and it's like people are trying to get access or information through other people from you when they can easily just come and ask you. There's something about you having boundaries when it comes to your business, because you're not sharing your business and everything that you're doing. That is why a lot of people are asking, oh, collective. But if they really wanted to know, they could also get out of the way and text you and call you too and get your information, right? And do that. Okay, some people are actually feeling like, you know, when it comes to your energy, okay, like I said, people could feel trapped and helpless when it comes to your energy. Now, this may not be you, but this could be what you guys are feeling when it comes to, like I said, breaking from limiting beliefs. Okay, breaking from the illusions, breaking from limiting beliefs. Okay, you could be dealing with somebody where even if they may not see it for themselves, you can tell when someone's projecting their insecurities, okay? For example, if you're not in the room, you do not know what's being said, or, you know, not to be negative, but it's true. Whether it's good or bad, you don't know what's being said, okay? There's something about warding your name, or there's something about protecting your energy when it comes to people gossiping or talking or whatever the case is. So just like if someone's asking like, oh, how is the collective? Most people will say they're good. That's it. They're good. Everything's great. I don't know because, you know, they don't share that kind of information. They're good. Leave it at that. Some people are just really nosy and they just want to pry, right? There could have been something that could have happened, like I said, where you guys were around and you could have heard or picked up on something. And that is why you guys are breaking the illusions, okay? Knight of Pentacles and Three of Cups energy. There's something about this too where if it comes down to you, right, feeling like you're dealing with people who feel like they're trapped or helpless, right, you're moving away from that because you have freedom, okay? You've released whatever this energy is, whether this is generational breakage, curses, trauma, whatever it is, you're the one that's breaking that and being able to basically pull through, okay? Birds are very significant. I just seen a bird fly by my window a little bit. So, you know, birds, when it comes to communication and messages, are very significant. King of Pentacles energy, especially when it comes to Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, there's something about you being successful when it comes to long-term investments, okay? You could be a business person, and also you guys could be building your own community. Like I said, if this is past energy, if this was family and you were dealing with people from the past, family, friends, whatever it is, that no longer serve you when it comes to communities, you were building your own community. At the bottom of the deck, you're building your own, like I said, you're taking that risk, you're moving forward. Okay, Judgment, Awakening for some of you guys as well, and also Queen of Wands and also King of Wands. Okay, this is about your energy, whether you are both or you're stepping into this energy of being able to work with other people who have both, okay? No more games, no more, you know, oh, I want to do this. No, it's either you are doing it or you're working towards it. No more stagnant energy, no more dealing with people who, you know, want to be stagnant, especially people who say, well, I wish I could leave, but then they'll do everything under the sun to stay, right? But then they won't do everything under the sun to leave, especially if that means it benefits them. A lot of people are scared of change. A lot of people don't want to change. A lot of people claim that they want to change, but they don't want to do the work. There's a lot going on right now. And if you are somebody who is doing the inner work, trust and believe you are going to have a very, very quiet life. Okay? Take it from me, guys. You're going to have a quiet life. Not to say that you don't have people you don't know, but when it comes to friends and family and things like that, there's something about a lot of people awakening and seeing the truth for what it is. Okay, guys? I'm going to end it here, but please take what resonates. And again, thank you guys for the love and the support. Follow me on YouTube and TikTok, and also my website, www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. And again, I will be looking into the new moon cycle that should be coming up in the next few days. So hopefully I can get that posted for you guys, so you guys can get that. And then, you know, you guys can read up on that, see what information you might need to know. I know other people may have posted it already, but I don't know. I just like to make sure that it's getting closer to the day, because sometimes, you know, even if you post it early, you may forget. So hopefully I can post it this week. I know it is this week, so hopefully I can post it maybe a couple days before the actual new moon, hopefully when I have some time. But yeah, check out my website. All right, guys, you guys can book a reading or you guys can check out my blog. But I will see you guys in the next video. All right, guys, love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.